So hi there, I'm Scott, I'm the Luxury Fragrance Boss, and today I'm doing my first review. What I want to talk about is this one here. This is the Blue Beast Amouage Interlude for Man. Now the reason I want to talk about this one is something I hold very, very close to my heart. This is pretty much the fragrance that introduced me to sort of niche fragrances, as it were. Now, just going over some of the notes in this one, I'll list a full list of the notes under the in the description here. But in the top notes, you've got bergamot, oregano, pimento, berry oil. The heart notes here, you've got amber, frankincense, cistus, and opoponax. And in the base notes, you've got leather, agarwood, smoke, patchouli, and sandalwood. So as I said, I'm going to list the full ingredients at the bottom there. Now, the reason I say this one is the one that really got me into niche fragrances. I work for a big Caribbean retailer and we carried Creed. Other than that, it was all just designer brands. Now, around 3 years ago, they brought in Amouage. Now, I wasn't a big fan of the line when I first went and smelt it, probably because it's a little less commercial smell, not something that I was used to, whereas I find Creed is a little bit more sort of commercial friendly. However, a couple of months went by and then I went back to smell the Amouage collection after reading a little bit about it. And I tried to wear a few of them, so I sampled quite a few of them. I think Memoir was the first one that I tried, which I'm quite fond of, but it didn't really sort of stand out to me. However, I was absolutely blown away when I put on Interlude. Man, the strength, the projection, and the sheer lasting power of this fragrance is something else. It's completely off the scale. Now, the reason that I guess one of the reasons that I love it so much, I do love very, very smoky, woody, and I guess incensey fragrances such as this one. I really do love my woody fragrances. However, this one is so unique and I find it so beautifully blended and just an absolutely stunning scent. It does get the odd compliment, not very often, and when it does get the compliment, it's normally from another guy. However, I take that as a compliment because it's a guy who's going to be wearing it. If they love the smell of this so much that they want to wear it, then that's definitely a compliment to me. This one also holds a special place in my heart as well because it's quite funny because when I actually put this one on, my wife can't actually stand it. There's something in the top notes there that she doesn't really like. However, after 10 minutes, she falls in love with it just like I do. I'm in love with it from the very start, and I find it an incredibly addictive smell. Like I say, my wife, in the first 10 minutes, she doesn't love it. However, we got married back on New Year's Day. This was the one that she actually asked me to wear. Now I've got a whole bunch of fragrances in my wardrobe, many beautiful fragrances, but this is the one that she wanted me to wear for our sunset wedding. Now, what this reminds me of, when I smell this one, this kind of takes me back to when I was back in my teens. Now, in my teens, one of my friends, his father was a master carpenter. He worked with some very sort of luxurious woods, and he made some. He made this very luxurious cabinetry and stuff like that. And in their house in England, we have these things called log burners. I'm not sure whether they have them elsewhere in the world. Now, what a log burner is pretty much like an enclosed. It's like an enclosed fire in a big sort of I'm not sure what metal it's made out of, a big metal box. Now, when he used to burn the offcuts and stuff in the log burner. Now, when these burnt down to the embers, because these were sort of quite fancy woods really, now the embers of these used to smell very, very sweet, and it used to set off like a kind of incensey smell. Now, that's really what this reminds me of. It's not that horrible stinky smell that you got for fire. It's something completely different. It's that beautiful luxurious smell, maybe of cedar or something like that burning. But yeah, this is an incredibly addictive smell. It's definitely love it or hate it fragrance. It's not for everybody. However, for me, as I said, I absolutely adore this one. Like I say, it's got a huge projection, very, very strong, and very, very long lasting. If you want something that's going to go all day and night, I can wear this to work all day. I go and train in the gym all day and I can still smell it the next morning. So it is an incredibly strong smell. So that's my take on Amouage Interlude. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I look forward to doing my next fragrance for you, and I look forward to hearing your comments on what you think about Interlude Man.